think Ryan made a mistake saying you don't want to do a tune-up, you want to go straight into the fight with you?
I think a couple reasons. I think that it could be him juicing, and you know when you juice, then we have all cycles and on cycles. I think that's why I was pushing for the VADA and juicing. Tank.
Breaking news, Gervonta Davis continues to defend Ryan Garcia for cheating against his #1 enemy, Devin Haney, where he tested positive for PEDs a day before the fight and the day of the fight. This is a fact. This is not up for debate. Apparently, Gervonta doesn't know the way science works. Tank needs to have this debate with Ryan Garcia blood because the PEDs were found in Ryan Garcia blood. Not once, but twice. This is a fact that's not up for debate. This is the exact reason why Tank does VADA testing. I guarantee you this, despite all of the nonsense Tank is saying, he will continue doing VADA testing for every single fight of his. And also remember this, only a cheater defends a cheater. So this is making Tank look really bad right now, as he's losing all credibility with anybody that defends Ryan. Ultimately, they defended Ryan for cheating, so that speaks volume for their character. Nevertheless, let's get straight to it. Tank posted a screenshot of his DMs with Ryan where he told Ryan, "If you cheated and I'm defending you, I'ma beat the F out of you when I catch you." Nah, we not doing that. Tank is trying to do all of this double talking. He gotta stand on business. We need Tank to keep that same energy. What you mean if? There's no if about it. The same testing company that Tank is using, VADA, now Tank is accusing. What sense does that make? For every single fight in the past and moving forward, Tank keeps using VADA to test for PEDs. VADA, they the ones that said Ryan tested positive for PEDs. So is Tank saying VADA is lying? If so, he's leaving himself open to get sued, is all I'm saying. That's why it makes zero sense for Tank to say if, as if this is up for debate. Just like when a woman gets pregnant, she either pregnant or she's not. Either a fighter get tested positive for steroids or negative. We talking about the same guy who didn't take VADA testing his last fight. However, Tank is over here defending him, even though this is not up for debate. Ryan tested positive for PEDs not just once, but twice, according to VADA, the same testing company that Tank uses, and he continues using. So he obviously trusts the company. Ryan's own blood had PEDs in it, and Tank is still in denial. Let's continue. Ryan responded to Tank by saying, "You will see in the next coming days I didn't cheat." Then Ryan told Tank, "We can just run it again in a real fight." That's right. Ryan did tell Tank, "When you beat me, that didn't count because you put a rehydration clause and you fought me at a catchweight. Let's fight at 144, just like how I fought Devin Haney, and let's see who wins." So, hey Tank, if you believe that PEDs didn't matter, the weight didn't matter, Devin Haney should have saw the left hook coming, then what's stopping you from fighting Ryan Garcia again, just like Devin Haney, at 144, and while allowing Ryan Garcia to take PEDs? Surely that's not going to matter because that's exactly what you said on this tweet. On top of that, you in denial of the VADA results of Ryan Garcia's own blood sample. This is why talk is cheap. Action speaks louder than words. Keep that same energy. We don't want to see a clean Ryan versus Tank in a rematch. We want to see the PED Ryan that fought Devin Haney fight Tank again. I'll pay for that, since Tank is talking like he's like that. If you like that, then fight Ryan while he's 100% PED strong. Tank followed up by saying that was the biggest upset in boxing at the moment. I'm just saying, people can pull strings. It would go right up his alley, right? Because he's been acting out. Well, I guess Ryan blood been acting out too because it had PEDs in it. So what Tank is saying here, VADA is pulling strings. He's accusing VADA of pulling strings. I'm telling you guys, Tank better be careful what he's saying because he could end up in a lawsuit. Like I said before, if Tank is accusing VADA of pulling strings or getting bribed to pull the strings, then why Tank is still using VADA till this day? Why is Tank using VADA for his next fight against Frank Martin? Just another rhetorical question that I want you guys to ask Tank. That's the ultimate hypocrisy. You guys need to ask Tank that. Additionally, when Tank said it's because he's been acting out, referring to Ryan, when that's the exact contrary. The whole reason Ryan has been acting out, acting like he's going against the Illuminati, this, that, and the third, is because of this exact moment. He was preparing for this exact moment so he can say, oh, well, the system is against me. I guess the Illuminati put PEDs in Ryan blood. The ironic part about that, when Ryan was asked about the statements he was making leading up to the Devin Haney fight, going up against the Illuminati, this, that, and the third, on the Volume Entertainment, Ryan said, oh, I was only trolling. But watch how he's going to circle back, or he already did, trying to act that the system is against him. I thought you said you was trolling, Ryan. Make up your mind. This is nothing but deception, deception, deception by Ryan Deception Garcia. Also, notice how Tank said this is like the biggest upset right now. Tank is upset that Ryan got caught cheating because now he has to fight Devin Haney, or the pressure is going to be put on him to fight Devin Haney once again. I told you guys, the way Tank views Devin Haney is the same way Canelo views David Benavidez. So imagine Canelo saw David Benavidez lose. Oh man, he would have been the happiest man on the planet, right? Well, that's exactly how Tank felt. So when Tank heard the news Ryan tested positive for PEDs against Devin Haney, that took the happiness out of his heart. Simple and plain. I mean, Tank quit training for Frank Martin to start celebrating Ryan Garcia beating Devin Haney because he viewed Devin Haney as if he was Floyd Mayweather or something. That's how much Tank had respect for Devin, despite what he says. In fact, even if you listen to what Tank said, just read between the lines, he was accusing Devin Haney of cheating, which is the ultimate compliment for a clean athlete. However, when the news came out, we're talking about factual news that came out of Ryan cheating, he defends Ryan. That's why I said Tank lost all credibility with this right here. Even Eddie Hearn started cooking Tank, as you guys see above. Eddie Hearn sent Tank what he said out of his own mouth, what Gervonta said out of his own mouth, when he was accusing Ryan of cheating leading up to their fight. Basically telling Tank, what the heck is you talking about? You was the one that was accusing Ryan of cheating. And now when factual news came out by VADA that he tested positive for PEDs according to his blood, now you defending him? Even a fan asked Tank the same thing. You was talking about you think Ryan on it. What's going on, chat? And you guys know what Tank said in response? Yeah, that's probably the reason they started pushing that narrative. Stay woke. Like, what? If you guys thought Ryan was high, I want to know what Tank is smoking on, respectfully. What are you talking about? The only reason people said Ryan cheated is because he did, due to the fact Ryan's own blood returned positive when it was tested by VADA. That's why, not because Tank started the narrative. Tank only happened to be right when it came to that subject, and now he's backtracking after the facts came out. What sense does that make? Tank is gonna learn the hard way. You can't just use the race fans' comments in the comment section because they remain anonymous when they say stupid shit. But when Tank repeats their comments, he has a face and a name, and everything he said is gonna be used against him sooner or later, just like he is right now. He's a walking contradiction. He don't know what to do. That's why he's double talking. 1 minute he's saying he's against cheaters, The next minute, he's defending the cheater Ryan. Tank is always talking about pick a side. Whatever happened to that? Now he's picking the cheater side. You got to be a cheater to be defending a cheater is all I'm saying. What goes around comes back around. Tank is so talented, he is so special, that 9 times out of 10, fighters like him only lose to the man in the mirror or to a fighter that cheated, just like Devin Haney did against Ryan. So if Tank ends up losing to a fighter that cheated, that took PEDs, I don't want to hear Tank threaten anybody's life. He needs to take the L just like he told Devin Haney to do. It's really disappointing to see Tank go out like that, especially when you guys can read the VADA form of Ryan testing positive with your own eyes. Now, Tank continued by sharing Ryan Garcia passing all of the VADA tests leading up to the Devin Haney fight. However, none of that matters because Ryan could have easily been microdosing, or he could have had just waited to the day of the fight and the day before the fight, since he knew the results are not going to come out to at least 3 days after he get tested. That way he can get away with it. At least getting away with cheating and being allowed to fight without anyone knowing, the public not knowing, and even VADA doesn't know since the results haven't came out yet. And by microdosing PEDs a day before the fight and the day of the fight, Ryan gets to receive the full effect of the PEDs he took. We're not talking about he's going to receive 20% of the PEDs he took, 30%, 40%. Nah, we're talking about he's receiving 100%. He was 100% PED strong, meaning he received all of the benefits from the PEDs. That's why he was so confident, which is why Ryan betted $2 million on himself to beat Devin Haney, even though he said Devin Haney was a tougher fight for him than Tank, Teofimo Lopez, and everyone else. And why will Ryan take PEDs a couple weeks before the fight? Why will he do that? So VADA will suspend him? I mean, that makes no sense at all. What's the point they trying to make? Nada. Absolutely nothing. And for the people that say, why the results didn't come out the day of the fight or the day before the fight when Ryan took PEDs, like I said a million times, it takes at least 72 hours for VADA to test all of the blood samples for all of the PEDs that's out there. This is the same reason why when Ryan posted his VADA testing being negative leading up to the Devin Haney fight, peep the date. On April 14th, Ryan posted the VADA form where he got tested on February 26th. Like, wait a minute. Why would Ryan post on April 14th a VADA test that was taken on February 26th? That makes no sense, right? Well, the answer is it takes time for VADA to get back to everyone, right? So when Tank was asking how come the news came out now, not 72 hours after Ryan beat Devin, is the same reason why Ryan posted a VADA form 2 months after he got tested. It takes time, especially when the fight is already over. What's the rush? And VADA have to do their due diligence before dropping a bomb like that. They have to double check, triple check, and quadruple check that everything was correct. And according to Ryan's own blood, just like you guys seeing on the screen with your own eyes, according to Ryan blood, he had PEDs in his system. So if Tank has a problem with that, then the $1 million question, why is he still using VADA for his next fight? I just want to know, because that sounds hella hypocritical, and this is really disappointing to all of the real fans that's been following Tank. Man, even Robert Garcia, go check out his reaction to the news of Ryan testing positive. He was doing an interview with this reporter that was blindly biased toward Ryan Garcia, right? And even Robert Garcia had to check her by telling her the only fans that's defending Ryan for cheating after the facts came out are casual fans that don't know anything about the sport or kids that don't know anything about anything. What Robert really meant to say in a nice way: the only fans that are defending Ryan for cheating after the facts came out of his own blood having PEDs in his system are race fans. The same race fans that diss Tank. Now Tank is supporting them along with the cheater. If Robert Garcia was real enough and found a way to speak the truth against his own people that was being biased toward Ryan, how the heck is Tank defending Ryan for cheating after accusing Ryan of cheating against his own people? Especially at the point where this is about the truth versus the lie, the right versus the wrong, the clean athlete versus the cheater, the real boxing fans versus the race fans. Well, clearly Tank picked his side, and that's the wrong side of history. To each your own. With the opinions out of the door and the facts laid out on the table, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below, and to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.